Everybody, welcome back to J&B Rockhound, and I'm Jay.
I'm Dee.
And on this video, I am going to go through a box that our buddy Phil Stover, he's a member of the community, one of our subscribers. Many of you will see him in other chats and stuff like that for other channels like Julian Bryan's and others. But I think he's been on Lapidary Dave's and Kyle's, and I mean he's around. So he sent us. I kind of said this on the last video, but I'm going to go ahead and say it again. Sent us a saw fence. Yeah. In case you didn't see the other video, I'm going to turn this around and I'm going to start showing all this stuff. Oh yeah, I forgot about those.
What is it?
You'll see. I showed them to you, but you just don't remember. I just don't know if
He loves to pester me.
we'll have to find something to use them with. Okay, so let me get this turned around and we'll show you this box that Phil sent us of some awesome stuff to use with my saw and yeah, and for display stuff. All right, hold on. Okay, so let me get this out real quick. So this is the slab fence. It's 3D printed. See, I gotta figure out how to work it. Okay, so these little tabs right here go down in the deck of your saw. Oh, this is an angle one, so you can cut. So there's a couple different ones here. So this one is angled, so as the saw blades right here, and you set the thickness, you can cut something at an angle. That's pretty cool. I forgot about that one. Yeah, I'm gonna have to ask him about some of this stuff. So this is the flat one. Huh. I don't know. Oh, okay. Yeah, I gotta figure things out. Okay, so with these, you can see they had the magnets put in there so they won't come out. So what you do is, you figure out what width of a slab you want, and 1/4 inch, 1/8 inch. This is probably 3/8. Yep. So it'd be like that. So that is the 1/8 inch right there, how much it is. So that's how thin that would be basically. But you take and you put this down in your deck, and then you put this on the saw blade, and it sticks to the saw blade because the saw blade is metal. And then you can set this thing up and adjust to make it, fit straight on there. You know what I mean? So this slides, and you can, as these are sitting in there, and you slide that, you can make the thickness whatever. But these are to help you figure out how thick of a slab you want. And I'm just thinking, if this goes on, I gotta figure this out. If this goes on the saw blade, then you'd think it would be that thickness plus that. It'd be that. Because you couldn't put it on the other side of the saw blade. Because then, okay. Because that magnet is made to stick on the saw blade. Okay, I gotta probably talk to Phil. I don't know. And he sent us these little display stands and sphere holders. But I suppose you could use those bigger ones for other stuff. All kinds of different sizes and shapes. They 3D print these, so that's pretty cool. Once I get these polished, it'd be great. You know, some of these agates don't want to sit real good and straight. You could use that on that, or let's see if it'll go on this smaller one. Yep. Let's see. Let's try this big old Brazilian back here. See if that goes on there. Really good. Yep. Pretty cool. And then I got a little sphere here. Nah. Let's try this one. That works, or you know, that sphere holder is a little bit big for this sphere. This would be more for a slab, I guess. I don't have any right here handy. That one's broke. Can't really use that one. Anyway. Cool. Because I can definitely use these. I'd like to get a bunch of those made up. Yep. Okay, so let's see. Let's move these out of the way. I don't know if I'll need these again or not. Those are going to go straight on my display back here. And let me get this other stuff out real quick. That thing. Okay. Okay, so this plugs in to this. Okay, hold on, guys. Okay, so what we have here is a little light display. Now, I just grabbed a handful of slabs. Put the slab on it. Yeah, this one ain't gonna be good for this. Now, you could use it as a, slab display or whatever. How about some cotton candy? Light should pass through this one. Let's do this just to show you. Cool. Yeah. See if this one, I don't know if light will go through that one or not. Nope. I'll show you what this one is in a minute though, because that one's really pretty. A little bit on that one, not much. This is a piece of graveyard. It should go through that. But maybe not the prettiest for this purpose. Now this would be more the kind you'd want to use. And you can adjust that brightness on it. Moss agate. Cool. Okay, hold on, I guess. Since I got them out, I might as well show you these. Actually, I don't know if that is Graveyard Point. I think it might be. Got it from the Glacier Bros. They were selling this Graveyard Point old stock, 1970s, something, I don't know. Probably needs to be. That might be Marcasite or something. I don't know. Problem is with those guys, they didn't label anything. And some of the stuff I bought like over a year ago, and I'm not sure what some of it is. I know what some of it is, but I'm not sure exactly what kind this one is. I've got several slabs of it. This one was face polished. Just a nice display slab. It's pretty. Definitely pretty. Let me, gotta spray that one off because, man, love that green moss. But, this kind of, I need to know, like, that seems like about the right thickness for a slab. This was 1/4 inch. So, really, that part should be the 1/4 inch. Because I know that from here to there that's more than a 1/4 inch. I gotta talk to Phil. I don't know if I can put this video out or not. 3/8. Like if this is against the saw blade, and then this is sticking out, it's gonna be that thick. If you put that saw fence against that, am I looking at it wrong? Am I thinking about it wrong? I don't know. I mean, so this one automatically is going to be as thick as that. Oh, that's a little bit of a wedge, I think. Pretty piece though. And nice piece of penolite. Look at the joints in that thing. That's some pretty material. I'll have to go get on some dogs. Oh, cotton candy agate. I got a couple slabs of this. I got a bunch of slabs in that box in there. Okay, hold on a minute, guys. I gotta go get on some dogs. Okay, so I got it figured out. I called Phil. So, I mean, this is pretty much self-explanatory. Put that in there. This is for, his idea for this was if you got like a seam agate or something, and you want to, if the seam's running this way, and if you turn it like this, and then you're cutting it through like this, you're exposing more of the seam, basically. So, and you can make slabs like that. But anyway, so for the 90 degree, yeah, these won't work for my type of saw. This is for, these thickness guides are for the bigger automatic feed saws, where the, as you put this on there, you're bringing the rock over this way from this way. So, I mean, if I have the vise, if I get the vise for that saw, I could use this. But, yeah, you can't use this the way I'm going to be using it. I thought I could use it with the saw fence. But, yeah, no, can't do that. Anyway, so that's what these are for. Now, here's the only kind of issue with these. So these are all in 1/4 inch and millimeter sizes. That's 1/4 inch, but that's the millimeter equivalent, for each one of these. So 1/4 inch is 6.4 millimeters, and 3/8. I would only time I would ever do 1/8 would be if I'm trying to check for hours or something, maybe. But so for slabs, these are the two I'm going to be using. Right. So mostly probably 1/4 inch. I might occasionally do a 3/8. But now, okay. So 6.4 millimeter, 9.5. So these right here have dual measurements too, but they're completely millimeter. So when he got the program to design these, it's basically just in millimeters. So 9 millimeters is, 1/2 a millimeter less than 3/8. So you won't have, that would be this thickness, and then 12 would be the top. So if you want to use this right here, you put this on there, so it would this would be the, the little bit less than 3/8 on this one right here. You put this against the saw blade and then just where these need to be to get the straight, cut. So I think he might go back to the drawing board and make these again with actual imperial measurement, or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, so 6mm, which would be this thickness right here, is a little bit less than quarter. It's 0.4. So quarter was 0.4, 6.4. 1/4 inch, 6.4 millimeters. So, it's 0.4mm less than that. So that would be too thin. So if you're trying to put that in there and use this, then you would have to have it loose, and then that kind of leaves room for an error of judgment and it being a little wedge shaped, to try to determine what that 0.4 would be. So I don't think I would use that one. I think if anything, I would use the 3/8, and it would be a little bit less than 3/8, so it would be probably, I don't know, somewhere right between 3/8 and 1/4. I don't know what the exact measurement would be, but either way, so I have not bought the high-tech saw fence. I was going to. I'm glad he sent this, and after talking to him, he said that the high-tech saw fence was maybe half the height of the one he designed, and that's why he designed this one to be that high. I can imagine it would be even a little bit better, and I was showing him these slabs just as a comparison. Like if you want a slab like this, that's not too big to cut on this 10-inch saw. Maybe this one would be too big, but these are good sized slabs, you know what I mean? This one might be really pushing it. So if you're looking at this from, this would be the bottom of the, top of the deck. This would be touching it. So you're riding this cut along this saw fence, and the blade's over here, right? So that's still a lot of wiggle room this way. But now what he's talking about is that high-tech was about half the size. That's, you would barely be, no, he said it was very unstable, and that's why he made these. So yeah, but something like this, and I've got a lot of rocks, for example, and if I want to cut some of this Kentucky stuff, I have to cut a square face first, but I need it to be a certain height, or it helps for it to be higher like this. So yeah, these are going to come in handy. I was going to actually try to use it, but yeah, I think I'm going to wait, because this has turned out to be a lot later today than what I was expecting things. So if I want to cut this crazy lace, my saw will cut this. It's definitely big enough. Blade is, it might be starting to push the limit, but let's say, this thing right here, once it gets over here, it might be starting to push it. But this part right here, I know I can cut that, no problem. And I could turn around and then cut from this side all the way over there, but it might be starting to get pretty thick right here. But yeah, I mean, if I'm cutting lengthwise this way, that would be starting to get pretty hard to cut, especially over on this side. Because, I mean, it's fairly flat on the bottom. So what I could do, I could try to come through and just cut part of that off. Just cut this whole top part off. But you'd be probably wasting a lot of material right there. I don't know. I'm not cutting. I don't know why I'm even. I just got to thinking about it, and that one was handy. So, okay, hold on a minute. Yeah, okay. So, Phil, if you're watching this, bud, I appreciate it. These things are definitely going to come in handy. I'm definitely going to be using that a lot. Probably use that 3/8. I forgot what he called that. This thing here. Probably you'd be using this one, the top part. And my mind. I'm tired. I'm losing my train of thought. I'm too close to the camera. Okay, so yeah, I was going to cut, but it got too late. I'm just going to go ahead and I'll probably do an update video, like at least a shorter one where I cut some stuff using it. And I'll probably actually show at least one cut using it. I know I've got some stuff that I've already kind of sort of slabbed on, or that have flat faces. So I mean, I like some of the stuff from Family Stones. Yeah, I've got some stuff I could use right away without having to cut a end piece off. So yeah, let me know what you think about this stuff. Phil isn't, as far as I know, he's not going to be selling these. He should. I don't know why not, but no, I think he said he's got these, the programs for these uploaded for anybody that has 3D printer or something, or has a friend that's got one that, you can make these yourself. So, I mean, there's a lot of things that I've seen somebody on Discord actually was making these. There's probably several people, but these have the magnets inside there, and that's all solid body construction, so it's not going to come apart. The magnets can't come out. So yeah, these are well built and will work great for the proper application. I don't do millimeters, so I know that there's probably some do. So I think, seems like when I see people posting slabs for sale and they're listing it on in millimeters, thinking right off the top of my head, I think most of them do around 7 millimeters. 6.5 to 7, 6.8 to 7 millimeters, something like that. So, which would be less than 3/8, but a little bit more than a quarter. if quarter is 6.4, you know, but 3/8 is 9.5. Yeah, so I would think you would want to make these, or at least make other options available at like maybe 7 and 10, 7 and 9. These are 3 millimeters apart, 9 and 12, and the other one was 3 and 6. So make one that's 7 and 9, 7 and 10. I don't know. I would just make quarter inch, and you could do one of these and do quarter inch and 3/8. You know what I mean? Quarter inch, 3/8, and do like another one 1/8 inch and whatever. I mean, they're great. I mean, I'm gonna try this, and I'm sure that this is much better than what I am understanding the high-tech one to be. So I'm glad that he sent me this, and I'm sure you might just have to be a little bit still yet careful as you're cutting, so that you don't get it started a little bit wonky. You know what I mean? But this is a very stable design. You know, you got 3 points of contact, plus these things are sticking down in the holes, and they don't have any free play, you know, that way. They lock in to this part up here, and then, you know, once you tighten them down really good, they're not going to move back and forth. So little wing nuts, you don't have to over tighten it, because I'm sure, you know, it'd be easy to strip that. But I mean, I barely twist it and it's not moving a bit. So yeah, the only thing maybe I would maybe, it would be hard to do that. I was going to say maybe put hash marks, you know, on here, so you can maybe help line these two up to make sure that you're not off a little bit from front to back. You know what I mean? Just even a little slightest bit would make a wedge on the slab. Yeah, but I mean, it's going to come in handy, and I'm going to use it, and I should, if I'm careful the way I do it and not being stupid, I can make good even cut slabs. And that's the whole purpose, and that's why I was wanting to get one of those, because it's a lot more expensive to get that vise. And everybody that I've heard talk about the vise that you can get for that high-tech 10-inch says that vise sucks. I don't know if there's an aftermarket vise you can get for it. I haven't investigated that. I mean, I wouldn't doubt it, but I've not heard. I've not looked. So I think that slab fence is just as good an idea. Yeah. Yeah. So let me know what you think. Leave comments. I want Phil to be able to, you know, go through the comments. Let's get some good constructive, you know, comments going on. Anybody else that's got any other feedback, maybe somebody else that sees this has used similar things or whatever, let me know what you think and leave us a comment. If any of you know Phil, from the chats or whatever, you know, send him a message. Send him a message on, I'm sure he will comment. He has commented on my other videos. So find a video that he's commented on or comment on this one under his and, you know, get in touch with him, you know, get to know the guy. He's a really super cool guy. So I hope to actually meet up with him sometime in the near future. I wish I knew him better when I went to Houston. I would have been trying to get, you know, in touch with him, but we weren't, you know, he had commented on a few of my videos, but I hadn't really talked to him hardly, you know, so didn't know where he was at or whatever. So now that I know he's in that area, and I've been down there, and my company goes down there quite a bit, I can get another run going down that way and maybe meet up with him. So anyways, I ramble. I'm tired. I can't think straight. We'll see you guys later. I'm Jay. I'm Big. See y'all later, guys. Bye.